ever want more. Look at everything I had. Had to learn to let it go. I didn't wanna make sense of it, but I had to. Told me when I lose it, that's when I know the value. Walking through the valley of the field of war. Do I want the spirit or material? I'm good, you good. We live a full life of abundance. We trip off nothing all way too often. Put the bullshit to the side and get it poppin'. God body, God mind, God soul, but I'm still a man. It's a thin line between both. It's still a line between where I'm at and finna go. Dark to the light, that's the vinny lane to go. I'm getting closer to my zone. I call my dad on the phone just to say hello. It ain't that much I need to know. I got kids on my own shit. They finna be grown shit. Even when you right, they still say that you're wrong. Lord, protect me from these enemies. 50 told me that winners don't get no sympathy. I see enemies linking with other enemies. They forget they only friends cause they friends with me. Gotta put myself in positions that niggas need me. But I get possessive over shit I love so easy. Everybody getting money, shout to EDD. So you should leave out different than how you enter quarantine. Look at everything I got. How could I ever want more? Look at everything I had. Had to learn to let it go. I didn't wanna make sense of it, but I had to. Tell me when I lose it, that's when I know the fact. Walking through the valley of the field of war. Do I want the spirit or material?
Peace, unity, and love from a God sent nigga. Paying tithes out the offerings that God sent the nigga. Look, living by the good book, at least I'm trying to. Love life on God, I been trying to. I been from the game couple decades, chunking up sietes, repping my siete. I done live life and learn my lessons. Earn my stripes and earn my blessings. Roll the dice, boss up, pay the price, nigga. Don't forget your homies locked, send the kite, nigga. Getting money whether wrong goes right, nigga. That's the lifestyle I live. I don't spit it, I ain't living. Never fiction in my writtens. When it come to real niggas, I'm the definition. Look, making plays in the kitchen, in the back of the buildings with my niggas on the mission, trying to get it, ayy.
Look at everything I got. How could I ever want more? Look at everything I had. Had to learn to let it go. I didn't wanna make sense of it, but I had to. Told me when I lose it, that's when I know the value. Walking through the valley of the field of war. Do I want the spirit or material? All my life I sacrifice. Get rid of devices and my vices. Forgive a bitch nigga, that's good advice. But it's ripping through my spirit and I need to make it right. Forgive me, Lord, for acting like a mannequin. Peace be still like a mannequin. Keep quiet cause they never understand this shit. Wrist deep in the holy water, rinse in my hands. If I could rewind time, I keep my dick in my pants. We all cursed till we dead. Read St. Thomas, it's all red. That means Jesus wrote it, he the most high. I'm a close eye. Listen to my old stuff, you might know sign. Is it ironic that I pray in my closet? And thank God for everything but my wallet. Started to develop myself and got grateful. And then I learned that he's able. Amen. Oh, no. Amen.
I started to develop myself and got grateful.
I learned that amen mean truth, by the way. Amen. Big shout out to Mike Steezy. One of the best episodes God Talk has had. My man dropped a new single. He freestyled and performed for us.
I came to my senses. Lately I'm trying to grant all of my wishes. I'm trying to get it. She losing interest. Sorry if we distant. I'm back to this business. I told you we different from the beginning.
Yeah.
When it comes to this, we too gifted. She backed it
if you watching right now, I praise your name.
Yeah, we live. Get to that money and look up the guy. Rolling this weed and just taking my time. I'm keeping this moving, just doing my job. Hey, for real. D Banks making trades for me. CJ brought all the Jamie for me. Smoking trees with the shades on me. Pray my niggas don't change on me, but that can't happen. That's family ties. Lakers shorts by Just Don. She in bike biker shorts, hair looking fly. Looking right, that's every time. Play the beat, now it's cooking time. I'm looking right and she looking fine. LA cap on me every time. Steezy got back in that mode. I'm back on the road. I'm going down Pico for show. Twin dragon and we get it to go. Benz wagon on 24s. Told my brother I'ma get it for show. She heard my song, got this dropping it low. Now I'm rolling up, sparking it low. If you know, you know, you know.
I'm still gonna get it, whether you wanna kick it or not.
Listen to the words. Whether you wanna kick it or not.
Can I pick your brain? I'm kinda concerned with exploring your mind. I'm still gonna get it,
whether you wanna kick it or not. With the Real Nigga Blues in the video and another nigga video, I'm not mad at the Real Nigga Blues, man. Let's get it cracking, man. I don't know, man. This show about to be crazy. I feel so crazy in my spirit. It's crazy. If you know where you at, welcome to Flip Back God Talk Live. I'm your host, Sean of God Radio. Sean, August, the Haitian sensation, R&B sensation, R&B in your pocket right now. There's so many episodes of God Talk y'all can watch. I got so much going on. Thank y'all so much for supporting the Real Nigga. But I'm still gonna get it with you by my side. We can touch the sky because we win. Hey, we win. Hey, because we win, 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 win. Win, 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 win. I was up all night singing, man. I ain't recorded no music since like February 13th. So it's almost 2 months I ain't recorded no music. And I still got it. I still got it, you know what I'm saying? I still know what I'm doing. Oh, y'all don't believe me? All right, let me see if I can play it for y'all. Oh, did I airdrop it successfully? Let me check if I airdropped this successfully. I'm gonna play this, man. Y'all tell me if y'all like it. Y'all tell me if y'all hate it, man. But just listen. Let me make sure I turn it down so I don't blow y'all ears up. Hold up. Y'all cover y'all ears up. Okay, there we go. Y'all tell me if y'all like it.
girl. I'm thinking about your body right now. I can feel you.
Y'all tell me if y'all like this.
I can feel you. I can tell your body ain't the love right. But we can change it. Soon as I see you.
Y'all better be grooving at home.
I see you.
I see what?
I see what I want, I'll do anything to get it. When I get you, then it's on. When it's on, it ain't no quitting. Girl, I really want you bad, it's so bad, need a healing. I know I get you manic, that's cause I gotta have it. When I get my chance to love you, I'ma be your favorite. Till I get my chance to love you, I spend my whole life waiting. And I'm not in a rush, but you should hurry up. I hope it ain't too much when I get my chance to love you. When the photographs don't last, and I want you in person.
Will you hurry over? I ain't in a shower and dinner under chandelier. We gonna work on that. Anyway, man, where you at, man? If you turn me up. Oh. Happy Fun Friday to everybody. My kids is in Vegas, amen. I don't know who they in Vegas with, but they in Vegas, I'll take it. All right. Shout out to Elijah Zachary. Shout out to them and safe travels to and from Vegas. Come back to me. I miss you kind of a little bit, but not really. So just enjoy yourself. Anyway, man, my kids is gone, but my nephew is here. And this nigga been playing video games all morning. And as soon as I go live, he decides to come outside and work on his basketball. So round of applause for my nephew. I told him, I said, Kimon, go in there and do your homework. He was in there for literally 2 minutes and said the homework was done. So shout out to the kids still lying. Lying is still a thing in the children's hearts, amen. All right, But, of course, y'all know we can't do anything without ushering my Father God in. So I need to, of course, thank him for everything and ask him for something, maybe, if I feel something on my heart to ask. But right now, Father God, it is your son, the exceptional nigga, the 1 in 10,000, of course, coming to you right now to thank you for everything before I ask you for anything. Father God, I want to thank you for every single sign that you've placed here for us to be guided by, for us to be directed by. I really want to thank you right now for your forgiveness. I want to thank you for the covenant. I want to thank you for the many ways that you give us out of these situations that we get ourselves in. I want to thank you for giving us the protection when we walk through these crazy things, because all of us deserves hell. We all made bad decisions. We all didn't ignore the whisper. We didn't all did things that we know was to our detriment, but somehow you see fit to forgive us and give us the grace to continue on. You give us the ability to repent. You give us the ability to not only be forgiven, but forgive others. If I'm going to ask you for anything, Father, put it on our heart to forgive others and grant us accountability, Father. Grant us the ability to have tough conversations. Grant us endurance so we can understand that everything don't need to be reacted to. Everything ain't for us to be offended by, and it ain't a disrespectful thing. Father, allow us the ability to see the beauty in life. Allow us to see the better side of the coin. Allow us to see the good side of the grass, Father. And if I'm going to ask you for anything else, please, again, forgive us when we are ignorant towards your will. Forgive us when we hear your will and completely just disregard it. Forgive us when we make bad decisions, when we're just completely human, when we pay attention to the pleasure more than the prize. Father, I love you. In your name I pray. Amen. Because let me tell y'all about my yesterday. First off, let me go ahead and tell y'all. Y'all, this is like day 17 of Ramadan. I don't even know. But we almost to the final stretch. We almost done. All right? And yesterday, I can't lie, I woke up and I knew, like, you know what? I might mess up today. I might mess up. And I definitely did. I definitely did. I went to see my barber. First thing, my boy Monty called me, and shout out to all my loved ones, male or female, that whatever experience that we've had together allowed us to be as tight as we are, and I'll never take that for granted. I understand it, and I cherish it. So, again, shout out to all the good relationships. Again, today is named Solo Sean. All right, the title of today's show is Solo Sean, and we're going to get to that in a minute. But shout out to all the people who I speak to on a regular basis, just checking in with each other and making sure we on one accord. But yesterday, Monty Moo called me, and we just chopping it up, and me, because I met my barber through Monty Moo. So I'm like, damn, Monty, you seen D. Isaac? Like, where D. Isaac at, man? He's still cutting far, because I ain't got time to be driving to Compton. You know what I'm saying? He was like, you know what, bro? He actually right around the corner from you. So I was like, for real? So I called him up, and he was like, yeah, bro, I'm right around the corner from you. I'm in walking distance. Pull up. And, of course, I pulled up. I told him, I'm like, bro, please don't leave. This location right here is where it's at, and I grew up getting my hair cut actually 3 doors down. So please stay here. That would make it easier for my sons to get their hair cut. My nephew, I can just have them just walk down here, and you could take care of them. So please just don't leave. And he said, well, nigga, I sell food now. I don't really cut. So fuck you, and what you talking about? But ultimately, shout out to D. Isaac again, one of the best barbers I've ever had, one of the fastest barbers I've ever had. So I kicked it in the barbershop, and in this barbershop, it's actually a beauty salon as well. A young lady was in there braiding hair, and she looked at my hair, and she was like, oh, yeah, I can work with that. I can braid that for sure for $100. You give me $100, I can work with that. But shout out to her. But either way, the environment was 100% comfortable. And it was actually too comfortable for a man fasting, because not only did I get my hair cut there, I was listening and overhearing some conversations that weren't really, high vibration, all right? And, they were smoking in there, and even though the conversation was low vibrational, it was very, very entertaining, you know what I'm saying? And I was sitting there, I'm like, man, I want to hit that weed. I want to hit that blunt, man. I know I'm fasted. I do not want to hit the blunt. And then the young lady that was in there, she was like, oh, yeah, I'm fasting too. She was complaining about somebody not bringing her food, which was weird because it had to be like 2, 3 o'clock. And I'm like, the fast isn't over till sunrise. So what are you talking about food for? But she's also talking about she's fasting and complaining about Ramadan with the Arizona in her hand. So,
Oh, hell no.
But with that said, ultimately, the vibrations were low and powerful enough to get my ass right along with it. So I did smoke some weed yesterday, and I felt bad about it, and I felt guilty, so much so that I continued to smoke weed.
Oh, hell no.
Look. Weed is the biggest challenge of this fast. Of course, if you know the fast, you can't eat, drink, smoke, talk negative, Between weed and just cussing, that's the most difficult part of it. Eating and drinking water is not, that's easy. And clearly you can imagine if you smoke, you gotta drink water, right? So again, I went to West B House, which was my original plan before Mighty Moo called me. All right, I was going to go to West B House because, as you know, West B, I've told y'all a million times, her home is just a think tank. And there's a lot of things that I've been getting straightened out. I've had a few different investor meetings. All of them have gone in my favor. All right, so again, round of applause for all the new partnerships that we've earned over the last week and a half. So shout out to that. But ultimately, I smoked, and I went to West B's house, and my barber rolled up a blunt for me. And I was at West B's house for a couple hours. It took me a couple hours, but ultimately, not only did I smoke, but I drank water. So yesterday, my fast, it was shot to shit. But it was okay because I've been going really, really hard and really, really diligent for 16 days. So I was able to give myself grace. But ultimately, even after West, it gets worse, guys. Come on. It gets worse. Come on. You know I'm just not like, because when you get high, your mouth get dry and you get what? Come on, hungry. Come on now. We got to eat now. Now we got to eat. Now it's like 5, almost 6 o'clock. I leave West B's house. West B has 2 places by her home that are just 3, actually. 2 of them is food. The other one is sneakers and clothes. All right. She stays by Millennium Shoe Sale, Gomo's Fish Market, one of the best fish markets in L.A., in Inglewood. And right across the street from Gomo's is Carl's Jr. Oh, my God. So yesterday, I leave West B's house feeling guilty, feeling like nothing. I just disappointed God. I just let God down. And what do I do to fix it? Go to Carl's Jr. I go to Carl's Jr., and Carl's Jr. is Carl's Jr.ing. And I go in there, I try to download the app to get the free burger. That shit didn't work out right. And ultimately, I'm like, you know what? Forget this app. Give me a Famous Star and give me another burger and give me some fries and another drink. Fuck it. Just give it to me right now before I get mad. Just give it to me. I don't care. God is already mad at me. I've already ignored my fast. Whatever. Just give it to me right now. But ultimately, in my heart, I knew a ram is in the bush because God understands that we're human. God understands that we're not perfect. God understands that, like we said earlier, we do need a way out. We need a door. We need forgiveness. We need help. We need a resource. And lo and behold, I order my food. By the time I get up to go get my food, there's a sweet old lady walking in the Carl's Jr. because, of course, it's Ramadan. I'm taking, no matter what, I'm taking these times. I'm maximizing every minute. So instead of eating in my car, eating and driving, I sit down and I eat at the restaurant. I put my phone down and I'm like, man, I'm taking me and God about to go to lunch at Carl's Jr. It's just me and you, God. Like I'm gonna use this time to really pray. And the lady walks in and she's struggling with the app the same way I struggled with it. And I see it struggling. She's struggling with it almost to her frustration. And she's a little older. You could tell that, you know, the cell phone, the iPhone, downloading the app and signing up, you know, that ain't the hippest thing that she could be doing with her time right now, you know. And I seen her struggle. And I was like, you know what, ma'am, it'll be an honor. It will be a pleasure if you allow me to treat you to lunch today. If you allow me to take care of your lunch, I don't care what you get, order whatever you want, I'll gladly take care of your lunch. Okay? Now, understanding whenever you do mess up on a fast, again, it is better that you get your own rewards for yourself. It is better that you practice discipline. It is better that you practice endurance and complete the fast. But we understand we have moments of weakness, and God has said where if you do have a moment of weakness, fill that moment of weakness with charity. So, i.e., you mess up, you eat during fasting hours. your way to immediately rectify that situation is to be charitable to someone in a situation like yourself. Excuse me. And it's someone like her. If you drink water, you give water. You eat food, you give food. Okay? And that's how it was. So I told her, I said, it'll be an honor to treat you to lunch. No matter what you need, just get it. I'll take care of it. All right. I also did this same sort of thing in the club the other day because it was like 2 minutes before 7 and it was just too much weed around. It was just too much. I hit the weed, but I saw a friend in the club, and it was her birthday, and I gave her $10. Ultimately, it was an accident. I gave her 20, but I was just moving so fast, and God granted me that way out, so I rushed to that way out, understanding that I already messed up. So I did that in the club, and I also did that at Carl's Jr. yesterday. So the lady, she's shocked. The workers are shocked, and I see God at work because, one, you're not expecting a big black dude with these little baby roach dreads in his head and his beard to offer so politely, so honorably to treat you to lunch without asking to sit with you, without asking for no ass. All right, so purely in my heart, not only was I paying it forward, but she was right in my face. So I was able to do that. She allowed me to do that. She said, hey, and I didn't want to make it uncomfortable, so I kind of walked away from the register, let her kind of look at the menu, order what she want, and then I went over there. Ultimately, she had a coupon, which was fire. She had a coupon. So she got 2 burger specials, which would have been like $30, but she had the coupon and made it 9. And she, even though she saw it was like $10, she was like, hey, is this too much? And I was like, no, it's fine. It's an honor. Like, I can't even explain to you how much of a blessing you are to me, allowing me to be a blessing to you. So she's smiling ear to ear. She looks like she has tears of joy in her eye. The cashier is flabbergasted, and the guy who's actually packing the food up, he's tuned in too. I think there's somebody else in line, but I immediately saw God in this moment. I immediately saw God change my lack of discipline when it comes to fasting, turn it into a moment of healing, a moment of experience, a moment in time that we're all able to share that we know comes from nothing else but love. It comes from nothing else but love. They don't know that I was fasting. They don't know that I messed up my fast, but they were very, very appreciative of my willingness to fix my mess up, okay? Now, when this happened, I seen something in this lady, in this woman. I seen something higher than self. I seen in her eyes gratitude, but it was a heavenly gratitude. It was a gratitude that it wasn't about somebody just buying her food. It wasn't about to eat some food. It wasn't about the money. It wasn't about that. It was solely about God is looking out for me, for lack of vocabulary. She understood, and she was happy that this was happening, and it was bigger than both of us. She could tell that this was bigger than both of us, so much so before she gets her food, I pay for this stuff. I go sit down. I'm eating my burger, face down. And Carl's Jr. got a frozen lemonade right now. And y'all know how I feel about frozen lemonade. So this was just divine all the way around. So I'm eating, I'm drinking, and she sits down with me. And I wanted to ask her, can she sit down with me before? Because, one, I was there by myself. I'm really getting back to this solo Sean shit, which I'll tell y'all all about in a minute. But I wanted to offer her to sit with me and just share with me, because the level of emotion, the level of gratitude that she exuded once this whole ordeal took place, it just stuck with me. And I knew she had some things on her mind that I would love to learn. So I didn't ask her, but she proceeds to sit down with me. And she tells me, she's like, I really don't understand what's going on, but there's something going on right now. One, because I'm not really supposed to be here. I planned on cooking today. I plan on cooking for myself and my auntie, who's 102 years old. Round of applause for our auntie being 102 years old. And I'm pretty much her caretaker. And I didn't feel like getting up and cooking right now, but I didn't want her to go hungry while she waits for me to cook. And I didn't want her nagging me. So she's also been wanting to use these Carl's Jr. coupons. So I use the Carl's Jr. coupons, and I come down here. Then I meet you. And then you treat me to lunch. And then 2 days ago, I go to the grocery store. I don't have that much money, but I need to get groceries to cook for today. And there's some kind of thing where if you scan the basket, your groceries are free. So this lady is already walking. She's already walking in the element that I'm trying to produce. She's already walking in the peace. She's already walking in the understanding that, hey, there's some things that are going to go to bat for us when we're not even thinking about it. When it's the last thing on our mind, actually when it's the opposite, when the turmoil is on, when we're hard on ourselves, when we're doing things that we don't want to do, that's usually where God is. And we've understand pain is where God is. Pleasure is where you find the devil. Power and pain, that's where you'll find Satan. When you see the sick, the shut-in, the people going through pain, that's the poor, the poverty, that's where you're going to find God, because that's where God needs to do his most work at. But anyway, she saw that, and she proceeds to tell me, I get the good groceries. I get the discount on my groceries. You are blessing me here. And this is all coming after a man told me to put my hand over my heart 3 times a day for the next 7 days and say, hey, I always have more money than I need. I can't help but to attract money. Now, this is what she's saying to me. She's just talking to me. She's just talking to me. She's just talking to me. She has no clue that I saw that same video maybe earlier this week, and it's been something that I've been implementing in putting my hand over my heart. I always have more money than I need. I can't help but to attract money. It's something that I've seen, and it's something that I've been practicing, implementing. So the fact that whatever I did yesterday led up to that experience and led up to that woman depositing and reminding my spirit, reminding myself, reminding my brain that, guys, there's other ways to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish outside of just the norm. You yourself, I've also learned this week, if you really knew how powerful your tongue was, most times you'll bite it. And I'm telling y'all, Solo Sean, this unbothered version of me is about to be my favorite version because, one, I don't want to cast no spells over you or myself. And I believe I'm strong enough to endure any spell that you unknowingly or unknowingly put on me. Because our tongue is power, and the things that we say over our life, though we swear they may not mean a thing, or we swear that gossip is, it's okay. It's just going to go one ear and out the other ear, girl. Like, no, you have power in the tongue. And oftentimes, if you knew how powerful your tongue was, you'd bite it, okay? But if you do, on the flip side of that, when you do understand how powerful it is, you'll be more than happy to utter out affirmations over your life every single day. And affirmations is just a statement that you repeat to yourself until you start to believe it. Okay? My uncle called it when I was telling him to manifest over, speak positivity over his life. Like, one thing I texted him, I said, sickness is not my truth. My truth is health. I texted that to my uncle, and I was like, Uncle, say this out loud. Our tongue is very, 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 very powerful. We can make life or we can take life, okay? And as simple as that. And as this woman proceeded to tell me, she didn't know me from Jack Spat. She didn't know me at all. But her willingness to provide that information, to confirm and double down on some things that I've been feeding my spirit, I have to thank God for, mashallah. God, you are worthy. You are king. You deserve all the praise. You are all-knowing, all-creating, all-forgiving, Father. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, again, I need to let everyone know something about myself because it's a lot of people around that just started knowing me. And they may see some things, they may have some information, but they may be missing some good points of my life. They may miss some things that make me say and do the things that I say and do right now. They may have no clue, okay? I.e., Solo Sean. Solo Sean. When people hear Solo Sean, they think, oh, this nigga likes being by himself, going around fucking bitches, fucking bitches, fucking bitches. This nigga likes to be single because he just fucking bitches. He's fucking bitches, he's fucking bitches, he's fucking bitches, he's fucking bitches. Like I told my baby mama years ago, you think I'm fucking half the world? That's only half of what I do, baby. What about my dreams? I know you got a couple too. I'm trying to make them come true and make them come true. Solo Sean is a version of me that I am so proud to display. Before quarantine, I was Solo Sean 100%. 100%. You wouldn't see me with nobody. You wouldn't catch me with nobody. You saw me outside, I was outside by myself. I did my dirt by myself. It's shit people have no clue that I did because I was by myself. Can't nobody snitch on me. Can't nobody throw me under the bus. Can't nobody say nothing about me. Y'all could speculate all y'all want. Y'all could swear I'm fucking this person and doing this, but y'all wasn't there. Y'all didn't see. Why? Because I was by myself. And I'm so chest out, head up, chin up to say that is because when I think about Solo Sean, that means self-sufficiency. That means independent, solely dependent on my father. And it took me a very long time to be there. For a long time, I was dependent on my family. I was dependent on a job. I was dependent on everything outside of my faith. Everything outside of all-knowing, almighty God. And it was getting a little bit crazy out there. So when I find myself by myself, one, it's easier to think. It's a lot quieter. It's a lot easier to maneuver. I can move I've perfected Solo Sean so much that even if I'm with an entourage, we still move like we're one body. We can buy the nosebleed tickets and go sit on the floor. Just because I've perfected moving by myself. I've perfected being solely dependent on exactly what Ramon told me, the gardener. I only believe in God and I believe in myself. Between those two, all things are possible. Between those two things, what he said, I'm still gonna get it, whether you wanna kick it or not, whether you wanna talk to me or not, whether your feelings are fickle or not, whether you wanna be around me or not, this bus don't stop moving. Ask my baby mama. There's nothing you can or cannot do to stop what I want. Like I said in the song, anything I see that I want, I get it. Anything I see and I want it, I'll do anything to get it. And that's just me and my relationship and my connectivity with the thing and the being that created it. If I know the plug who made you, why would I go to you? I could just go to the plug and get you. Prayer, if y'all got lost in the plug conversation. I know the master. I know all-knowing creator. I know the person, the entity that created everything. That created me. Why would I ask you for anything? And I was very, very, very good in that. I was walking in that. I exuded. I was the best example of standing on your own too, without shutting anybody out. I didn't shut anyone out, but I was more than willing. There was a time on May 5th, I won't forget the year, I got on the bus and I went to Club OHM by my damn self, and it was amazing. Met celebrities I didn't know, kicked it and smoked blunts with the celebrities I didn't know. Nigga, you in here by your, nigga, yeah. What do you expect? Who do you expect to see with me, a woman? Stop. Because y'all women and y'all fickle-ass, sensitive-ass emotions. And let me ask my God and myself for forgiveness for any time I represented female emotion. Because, boy, if that's not one of the most confusing and unattractive and distracting things I've ever experienced in my life, bitch, what is you mad for? What are you mad for? You don't know. You don't know. You just feel. But anyway, I took the time to become self-sufficient. I took the time everything that I speak about in Ramadan, the lack of laziness, the lack of procrastination, all that stuff, I was 100% on making up my bed every day. Everything was clean. Everything was here. Laundry done every week, taking peas, making sure all my clothes are folded, just doing all this stuff, self-sufficient without complaining about it. I was cheerfully by myself, joyfully by myself. Now, in my younger days, I was almost forced to be self-sufficient because I would get out of school and when there weren't sports in season, I would have to go to my mother's job and sit in the cafeteria, in the lunchroom. I knew all her coworkers. Her coworkers all knew me because for days, maybe for the first year or so of school, I would go downstairs after school. I would take the bus down Winnetka Boulevard, and I would go from Winnetka to Northridge all the way just to sit down in the cafeteria at my mom's job for about 3 to 4 hours by myself. So it went from that, and it grew to me going where by myself? The mall. In Circuit City. I used to steal a bunch of CDs out of Circuit City. Fast forward, my brother Smooth Dad, all my CDs got stolen out of my car. He used my car one day, and all the CDs that I stole from Circuit City, somebody stole them out the back of my car. Shout out to Karma. So I learned a few lessons at this time. But during this time, I was walking from Washington Mutual all the way to Northridge Mall. I'm spending 4 or 5 hours in the mall by myself. When I'm not in the mall, I'm going to the movies. I'm going to the Wood Grill Ranch, whatever that is called, sitting there eating those chicken strips by myself. I spent so much time by myself that when I needed to spend time by myself, when I had to check into that when I was a grown man, it was easy to snap back into. But once you're self-sufficient, once you understand that you don't control nothing in this world but how you think about something, that's when you can walk around and be happy by yourself. That's why somebody coming in and out of your life don't make or break you. Yeah, I loved you, but you being here don't make me shit, baby. I'm sorry. I love you. I could kick it with you. I think you are so amazing. You are so beautiful. But you not being here has no effect on me. I'm self-sufficient, baby. Are you cool to be around? Absolutely. Can you be a great help? Yeah, as much as I allow you to be. But baby, I can be happy and I can do bad by myself. I can be grateful by myself. And it's a lot of people that's scared to be by themselves. Ladies, y'all can't sit down and not answer them DMs and not be entertained. Y'all can't do it. Y'all have a lot of idle time. Y'all rather kick it up under a nigga y'all know ain't good for you than sit there by yourself. Y'all rather sit there and watch Breaking Bad and Bad Girls Club and Blueface instead of being by yourself. You'll rather settle for a nigga that don't mean you no good. You'll rather settle for a roommate that don't pay rent. You'll rather sit around, instead of being by yourself, I am self-sufficient. That's why I tell my son, stop being a follower. Be able to go outside and play basketball by yourself. Be able to be alone with just your thoughts and God. Be able to do that. And that's where Solo Sean come from. So when y'all be getting it misconstrued, like, oh, this nigga only want to be solo so he can have bitches around. Bitches is the main reason why I need to be solo, because y'all so fucking fickle. Y'all blow anywhere the wind tell you. Forget what I'm sitting here telling you to your face. I'm just going to listen to this meme, and I'm going to just think about all the shit that happened in the past that makes this shit make no sense. Sometimes you got to spend time by yourself. And a lot of the times, I don't see people who are strong enough to sit in silence by themselves. I don't see people who's willing to go to the movies by themselves. When I went movie hopping by myself. I went to go see Mario and Air by myself, and had a grand old time, laughing my ass off. I went to go see Air, and on my way to see Air, I saw another dude by himself on his way to see Mario. I'm like, yeah, you dolo too. I see you. Yeah, I just seen Mario by myself. I'm about to go check out. He like, yeah, man, I always come to the movies by myself. I feel self-sufficient. And then another nigga walked up, and I was like, oh, see, we are dolo. And he was like, hell no, nigga, I ain't dolo. I got my girl in the car. Like, it was some kind of flex. Like, he think he was flexing on us. We looked at him like, yeah, nigga, that's why you walking with popcorn, candy, licorice, red vines, and an icy right now. Nigga, don't fall and drop your popcorn on the floor, stupid. But I sat there, and of course I'm fasting, so I'm able to sit there with no meat. I just need no meat, no food, no slushy, no popcorn. I was able to completely enjoy the movie during fast, and I always do it to myself, but I always get weak and eat popcorn. But this year I didn't eat popcorn. Round of applause. I have grown to the point of self-sufficiency. And when I released Real Nigga Blues, there was people that started coming around who started chipping away at that, who came in and made themselves comfortable. And they made me comfortable being around them because I'm thinking, you know what, this is cool. You know, this is cool. But ultimately, I cannot put my happiness into people. I can't put my day into the hands of people. I can't be worried about if you're going to text me or call me back fast enough or at all. I can't worry about who you're with, who you're entertaining, who you're texting, who's at your house when I can't do it. I can't do it. God, grant me the ability to be grateful and the ability to focus on my own life. I don't care what you got going on. I don't care about your body count. And your ability to not stay by yourself is increasing your body count, but that's a whole nother story. But again, God, I thank you for the ability to allow me to be by myself. More than half of the time I'm doing God Talk, I'm in here by myself. I rewatch God Talk by myself. I'm in here talking to myself. I hope everyone's listening, but I'm talking to myself. These are things that I want to get better at. I want to improve at. I don't need to call Jip, Jop, and Jane when I'm about to go out to the club. I don't need to call Jip, Jop, and Jane when I'm in trouble. I need to reach out to my Father God, and I found this out so many times this week. Instead of asking these people for help, ask God, and God will provide. We've placed too much importance on these people's value in our life. Though everyone's important, though everyone has their role, though everyone is valuable, we be putting this value on them rather than the person that made us. And these people could be mad at you one day and then sending you new pictures the next day. So we cannot let the people around us determine our gratitude, determine our mood. Be self-sufficient enough, be solo enough, enjoy that solitude enough that nothing can upset you. Not a ref, not a game, not a score, not a TV, not a person. And when you become self-sufficient, you become self-conscious, you become self-aware. You understand your intent. You understand your purpose. So when a person is off the Richter scale, when they're letting their emotions run them, when they're letting their sensitivities, when they're letting their lies, when they're letting their lack of accountability run them, you won't be affected because you know where you stand. You know that you're sitting somewhere in a place that means good to everybody. So you tripping on something that is very, very minuscule, it shows a lot more about you and your walk where you're at than it will ever expose about me. And by God, if Ramadan and exposing everybody I need to be exposed. Our season is done. Thank you so much, but baby, you didn't cut it. And I'm going to tell you something like this. When the restless nights come, that's when you're about to get a message. When things get almost unbearable, that's when things happen for you. God is where the pain is. You got to stop being weak-minded and letting Satan distract you and add all these emotions and these things where you end up feeling things and saying things and thinking things that you know are convoluting your solitude or convoluting your relationship with somebody. And if you are mad, be able to express how I'm about to talk about something. Hold on. If you are mad, be able to express said emotion in a way that doesn't make matters worse. And not only that, be able to be accountable. So you bringing up something, you know somebody's going to bring something right back up to you. So you better be accountable not only with what they bring back up to you, but be accountable with whatever contribution that you made to whatever ending back up in your face. There's a lack of accountability. There's a overwhelming sense of dependency. It's just too much confusion going on. And we have to be able, the only way we're going to fix it is we got to be willing to sit by ourselves and figure shit out. I know you had a baby by that girl. I know this girl done got you all wrapped up and she got you pulling in this direction and doing all this and making you think. I was also blinded. You having kids by a bitch don't mean you need to take care of that bitch. Period. I messed over a lot of great women and great relationships solely because I believed being a great father meant you had to stay somewhere you didn't want to be. Be self-sufficient enough, be trusting in God enough to know, hey, you ain't got to stay nowhere where you uncomfortable and everything is going to work out for your favor. So we need to have the strength to remove ourselves from these situations that we know are ultimately going to end up terrible. If someone is unraveling and they're showing you terrible emotional control, especially right now, because right now all the tools, the awareness is here. The fasting came around, I done lost weight and friends. I'm sorry, I just don't see you the same, respectfully. Oh, you tripping off of that? I'm sorry, I can't even deal with that. That, I can't, I'm sorry. I thought you were better than that, and it's no problem that you're not. I had to tell Chubbs yesterday. I'm like, Chubbs, why the fuck are you talking to me like that? That is very low vibrational, and you need to, and that's half the time why Chubbs don't be around, because her mouth and her attitude and her entitlement to feel these ways are 100% out of pocket. She was talking to me crazy at August Fest too. What is going on? What is going on? I am thou. I'm him. Don't do that to me. Male, female, I don't care who you are. My mama dead and gone, and she is the only person that would ever even try to think about talking to me crazy. Leave that. And people be coming to my house. People want to kick it with me to talk to me crazy. Y'all check these emotions. Y'all check these sensitivities y'all got. Are y'all dumb? Are you stupid, dumb, or dumb? Huh? Don't talk to me crazy. Know how to talk to me. Or don't talk to me at all, because, baby, you don't have to. Nigga, you don't have to. I got friends that have taught me, hey, we can play Madden all day, but we cannot converse about anything of value. Because you're stuck on one set mind frame. And half the time, that level that you're on lacks accountability. Let's talk about some shit. Ladies, a lot of us guys, we can't really be honest with you. Because when we've tried being honest with you in the past, all you do is blow up. All you do is misunderstand. When we tell you guys how we feel, all you do is start to feel. All you do is start to feel. If I'm expressing myself to you, how dare you not take accountability? How dare you? How dare you use this moment instead of being understanding, which is being willingness to understand? That is the definition of love. How are you not willing to understand me, but you'll raise me what I did, how you feel, what I did wrong? So now have we not addressed the main concern that I brought to the table? We have 3 layers of nonsense that we have to get through to eventually not get back to the main point. So we got all these points and these skeletons in our closet that have not been dealt with solely because you got mad and you lacked accountability. So now I have to love you and hear you and try and understand you. And we have all these dead skeletons that I tried to bury because you didn't want to address them. You see how this is why men, I'm telling you, men going their own way. That is a real thing, and it is spreading like a wildfire because men who God gave Adam the dominion is tired of dealing with women. And let me just be real. It's a lot of men out here that cannot be leaders because we are way too emotional. We are way too caught up on pussy. We are way too horny. We are way too agitated. We don't have the focus. We lack the physical strength, the emotional strength, the spiritual strength. We lack the mind. Men are bitches now. Jewel showed me something. She was like, niggas always looking for the bitches, but never look inward. Lord, forgive me when I've had a bitch-ass attitude. Lord, forgive me when I was acting female. Lord, forgive me. And it will not happen again. I don't care if it take you 90 days. I don't care if I walk in and see you taking dick from a bum. I will never, ever deposit any of my emotions into a situation of that nature again. Not when there's 1 million trillion other women out here. Not when there's a God out here that loves me more than you could ever think you will. Because your love is contingent upon you being happy. Your love is conditional. Your love can end if you feel like, oh, this happened. Your love is dependent on money. Your love is dependent on, let's be real. And any man acting like that is crazy. Men, we gotta do a better job of our mind, our body, our spirit, and our bank accounts. I'm talking to myself. We have to do better. And as we do better, let's make sure we're chopping anything that may be keeping us to the ground. I'm going to miss you, bitch, but I'm going to miss you. I'm going to miss you, job, but I'm going to miss you. Bad habits, I'm going to miss you, but I'm going to miss you. Sorry. And it is so great that it's happening during Ramadan. And the things that are happening are unforgettable. That could have happened on a regular day, and it wouldn't have weighed as much. But the fact that I'm fasting and I'm solely focused on my Father God at this point, there's some growth happening in my spirit. There's a change coming. There's a dynamic. There's a pendulum swing that's happening. Not only in us, but in the world. And if you miss this boat, if you miss this plane, if you miss this message, I'm sorry for you. But I have put in so much work from going to Northridge Mall by myself. I've put in so much solitude. I've put in so much time in the gym. I trust myself. I trust my thoughts. I trust my anticipation. I trust my psychic powers. I trust my intuition. I trust my prophecy. I trust myself. Even when y'all be telling me that I'm crazy. Even when y'all will never admit that I'm right. I trust myself because I put the work in. I put the work in to better myself, to better my character. I'm 100% aware of what I do, what I say, how I make you feel. I'm 100% aware. I'm 100% aware. And I thank God for the awareness that he put in my heart. I thank God. And I ask you, Father, to please heighten my willingness to listen to the whisper. Heighten my discipline when I need to listen to the whisper. Heighten my discipline when I need to, going to bed by myself is so fire. I don't see how y'all do it. I really don't see how y'all be cuddled up under this motherfucker all the time. I love my kids, nigga. I don't want to see them every day. I get tired of my own kids, and I made them, nigga. So the fact that y'all volunteering y'all life and signing y'all life to be with another person is crazy to me, especially if you're not rich, especially if you, I just don't understand it. So now we all walking around here brokenhearted, got kids, don't know what to do with them. They got schedules. We got to break them down between solely because we thought that we needed to be with somebody. Be with yourself. Be with God. Go to dinner by yourself. Go to those comedy shows by yourself. Go to those concerts by yourself. Because if you don't know how to be by yourself, bitch, you're going to end up getting gamed up by an ain't shit nigga who going to take everything from you, including your mind, heart, and your spirit, and you're going to be mad at him. And he ain't doing nothing but what Mac is doing. He ain't doing nothing but what Netflix is doing. He ain't doing nothing but what your car insurance is doing. He's robbing you for the shit that you're willing to give. You better value yourself and keep everything to your fucking self before you lose it all on some nigga that knows this bitch can't live without me. One of the most unattractive things I've ever seen was listening to Ari Lennox on R&B Money talk about, I'll give my whole career up as long as I can get a loving husband. Stop it. You better be self-sufficient. You better. And look, I know y'all be prioritizing. It's a very specific person this message is going to right now. I know you want a relationship so bad. I know you want a man, a husband. I know you want to be a stay-at-home mom so bad. Get in the gym. Go get you a career. Go get happy and then worry about that. Because if your happiness is solely dependent on you loving another nigga or a nigga loving you, baby, you are a danger to yourself and everybody around you. I learned this about my baby mama a long time ago and a couple other women. A lot of these niggas want men to the point any nigga will do. I don't want that. I want the woman that wants me specifically and want all the shit that I come with. She ain't gonna try and change me. She's not gonna dislike the things that I am at my core. She's gonna accept who I am and build it up. Not this little fickle, oh, you talking to this? Oh, you doing this? Oh, you sending me a this? Oh, you sending me? No, I got an attitude. Nah, I feel away. No. Until then, I will be by myself. Stop with the emotion, man. Leave the emotions to the females. That is a female trait. Being overly emotional is bitch shit. It is vagina driven. We need to be more like Father Omarion, Reverend Omarion, amen. We need to be more like O'Melon, okay? The book said women are weather. Women change. They hail, sleet, snow, shine, rain, flood, tornadoes, knock over trees, power lines. That is a woman. A man is a tree. You are rooted. You are standing tall. Your roots go so far down. I don't care what you do, bitch. You is not moving me, Mother Nature. Mother Nature, you is not blowing me over. We need more men like that. We need more. I may be tripping. And I don't want to fucking read nothing from you. Listen. Too much emotion. And when you be emotional, when you be going off and doing all this shit, be accountable. Nigga, I was tripping. I don't know what I was on, but I was tripping. Have the awareness to understand you fucking tripping. And be like, you know what? I'm tripping. It's simple as that. But I'm telling y'all right now, and I'm happy to say, Solo Sean is back, man. I'm sorry for everybody that I may believe that Solo Sean had left, but that nigga's back, bro. And I see things clear. I've never saw things any clearer. All right? Never seen it clearer. I had a very, 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 very difficult conversation earlier with my brother. And the first thing he said, not the first thing, but ultimately what he said is, he was like, brother, I love you, and thank you for holding me accountable. I'm not crazy. I don't be tripping. I'm just loud, and I see things for how it is, and I'm willing to say it. All right? And shout out to a person who can hear it and be accountable and willing to make the necessary changes to continue the love, which is the ultimate willingness to understand. But outside of that, all y'all sensitive, I can't deal with it. I'm not mature enough. I'm not there yet to deal with all these fickle-ass emotions. That's exactly why I don't have a woman in my life. That's exactly why I won't ever probably be married in a relationship, because y'all is too much. And I got goals, and I'm going to die getting my goals. I'm not going to die getting a relationship. I'm not dying trying to find a wife. I'm not dying. No. Most of these wars, most of these kingdoms was brought down by a woman. So if a woman comes to here, you got to submit to my program. You got to bow down to me and what I got going on. And understanding being submissive to me is only going to get you closer to God because I am him. And that's why you're kneeling to me, because I'm kneeling to him. So technically, we're both on our knees. But bitch, if you don't submit to what I got going on, you ain't going to fit respectfully or disrespectfully, however you want to take it. But I'm on a higher calling. I'm on a higher path. And my higher path ain't dictated by my bank account. It's quite actually the opposite, because we already said where poverty, poor, and pain, that's where God is. So you better start understanding. I want this rich nigga. I want this rich nigga. Yeah, the devil's around him too. Pleasure, power, that's where the devil is. We understood that. We didn't got that. So understand, before you come over here with all the bullshit and all your I don't need it. Don't nobody need it. You don't even need it. Have the ability to outthink your sensitivities. Or if you are, don't deal with the fucking person. If the person is frustrating you to this point, if somebody's disrespecting me, nigga, we throwing hands or I'm never talking to you again. If you feel somebody is disrespecting you, why would you continue to engage with them? Unless you're overly sensitive or they're not disrespecting you. One of the two. But long story short, again, let's use this time to get stronger. This is not a time to create chaos and be more sensitive. This is a time to get stronger. This is a time to develop taqwa. Make sure your relationships are unbreakable. I hope something I said resonated, because I'm really up here talking to myself. Facts. Because Solo Sean has been rewoken. I don't even know if rewoken is a word. But I'm happy by myself, y'all. Y'all don't understand. When I go to sleep by myself, I be laughing. When I go out to eat by myself, that shit be fun. When I went and saw 2 movies for $12. $12. Matinee and the kids' price. And nobody questioned nothing. I was able to go, leave, not talk to nobody, talk to who I want, do whatever I want without nobody breathing down my back, without my text messages ain't going off. I ain't got to reply to nobody. I ain't got to do nothing because I'm self-sufficient. But I swear, ain't no better man than loving a man that's self-sufficient. A man that don't need you but wants you. Oh, my God. Baby, I don't need you, but I want you around. I want you around. That's the man that you want. That's the man that I'm becoming. That's the man that God want me to be. You didn't see Jesus walking around with no relationship. When Jesus was at his most powerful, he was off by himself. Solitude. When Kobe was making his best improvements, he was in the gym by himself. When I make the best music, I'm in the studio by myself. I was in here going crazy by myself in the studio, and Chubb's ass walked in. She started playing with the dog, talking loud, fucking all up, and then came at me with an attitude. Understand, man, you your most valuable asset, and you need to pay more attention to yourself. Bitch, go to the gym. Ew. Trina look trash. Yo. And you worried about having a man, and you worried about all these feelings you got, bitch, and you're fat. Are you crazy? When was the last time you worked out? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? You tripping on me, and you don't even love yourself, so how can I validate your what? It's so many things, and I'm going off because I'm getting emotional, and I got a mic in my face. And I got a message, so I don't want to convolute this. But let's be self-sufficient. Try not needing somebody for a bit. Try not wanting somebody for a bit. You may need people. You may need blessings. You may need da-da-da. Try not wanting them. Try being in a room by yourself all weekend. Try not answering those DMs from the thirsty niggas who only want you to entertain. This message is for somebody. Try sitting there, not answering those thirsty DMs, those thirsty green close friends pictures. Stop being so easily impressed, bitch. These niggas is just being entertained by you, and you just a slab of pussy. 9 times out of 10, they got 10 bitches that they care about way more than you anyway. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Men, let's grow to be leaders. Let's take the solitude to be leaders. Women, let's take the solitude to be women. Whatever the fuck a woman does, I don't know what the fuck y'all purpose in life is. I don't know. And that was when we started God Talk a long time ago, we asked that, what is the woman's purpose? What do women do? What do y'all do? What do y'all do? For real, what do y'all do? And that is a real question. Somebody was like, a woman is a helpmate and she helps make your dream bigger and a da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But what if I don't have a dream? Even though I should. But and how long is this one woman supposed to just do this? Or is it supposed to be a team of women? Is this supposed to be one woman for one season? Like, I don't know. But until I figure this shit out, I'm dolo. Y'all can keep y'all pussy, y'all mouth, y'all money. I don't give a fuck. Y'all time. Y'all can keep all that shit, because all that shit ain't worth the entitlement and the emotions and the attitude that y'all be sending my way. It's not worth having babies. It is not worth sitting on the phone texting. It is not worth sitting there feeling obligated because she did. It's not worth it. I'd rather sit by myself. Self-sufficiency, man. Self-sufficiency. Keep your pussy sacred. I know you waiting on me. But can you keep that pussy? Can you sit by yourself? Can you understand your own value? Can you be there and work on yourself? Because you worried about a nigga. You worried about me loving you properly. All you got to do is love yourself properly, and the nigga gonna come, baby girl. But anyway, man, I'm done. I love you. God love you. And there's nothing you could do about it. I wonder, damn, has the screen been froze the whole time? Damn, has the screen been frozen the whole time, y'all, and y'all didn't tell me? Hold on, man. Y'all gotta let me know these things, people. Let me see, did it? What's going on? Y'all didn't tell me that the camera wasn't working. Y'all wasn't gonna tell me shit, huh? Y'all was just gonna let me live. Y'all was gonna let me live out here, huh? Y'all was gonna let me go ahead and live. I ain't mad at y'all, man. But again, we've had an amazing show, man. I'm super happy to be in the presence of y'all. I'm super happy to be in a room alone. I'm super happy to go to sleep alone. I'm super happy to be self-sufficient. You know what I mean? Again, everybody that I allowed to help me, you know what I'm saying? Thank you. You know, and again, you're solely a blessing from God, and I thank God for you. But ultimately, that's it. That's all, man. We've had an amazing show, I believe. I'm going to watch it back to really, really get the gist of what's going on, because right now I'm speaking from my notes. I'm speaking from my heart, and a lot of it is fasting, you know. But ultimately, I love you guys. God love you, and there's nothing you can do about it, man. Peace out.